morning. Today we can discuss how to find out the instantaneous centers of a slider kind mechanism and how to calculate the angular velocity of the connecting rod of the slider kind mechanism using instantaneous center method. Question: locate all the instantaneous centers of the slider kind mechanism as shown in figure. The length of the crank OB and connecting rod AB are 100 mm and 400 mm respectively. If the crank rotates clockwise with an angular velocity of 10 radian per second, find the velocity of the slider A and the angular velocity of the connecting rod AB. Okay, first we must draw the space diagram. Here, this is the space diagram. Here, the length OB, the length of the crank OB is equal to 100 mm given in the question, and the length of the connecting rod AB is given as 400 mm respectively. Okay, first we can draw this space diagram by using an appropriate scale. Then AB, here OA is equal to 100 mm and this angle is equal to given as 45 degree. Then we can easily draw OB. Then after that we draw a horizontal line. Then draw an arc with the radius is equal to 400 mm in scale. Then we can find out this point A. Then we can draw the slider here. Here we know that this is a 4-bar mechanism. Here first link, fixed link is this one, fixed link. Throughout the link is fixed, so that we can mark this fixed link as 1 here and 1 here also. Then second link is the crank, and third one the connecting rod, and the fourth one is the slider. Here we know that the motion of the slider is a constrained motion. Slider can only move in the horizontal direction. So the direction of velocity of slider is always horizontal. That's a constrained motion. Okay. Then first we have to find out the instantaneous centers. Here we can use or we can draw a circle diagram first by representing all the links. Here number of links is equal to 4, so that we can draw all or represent all 4 links by 4 points in a circle. Then first mark the instantaneous center 1, 2. Instantaneous center 1, 2. Here the instantaneous center with respect to 1 and 2 is this point or this point pin joint, so that this point will become I12. I12 is this point, pin joint at O. Then next instantaneous center is 2, 3. We can easily find out that instantaneous center at this point. Then that point is instantaneous center 2, 3. Then we can draw the mark or represent the instantaneous center 3, 4. Instantaneous center 3, 4 at this pin joint. This pin joint is I3, 4. And finally the I14, instantaneous center 1, 4. Here we know that the first link is a fixed link, and the fourth one is a slider which is having the velocity in horizontal direction, so that the instantaneous center of a link which is moving in a horizontal direction or in a linear direction or in some particular direction, in a straight line motion or in a straight line, then we can represent that instantaneous center is at infinity. Instantaneous center is at infinity. That means the instantaneous center of this fourth link slider with respect to this fixed link 1 is at infinity, which is passing through this point. That means instantaneous center is at infinity. Instantaneous center I14 is at infinity. we cannot mark that particular point. Again, we know that instantaneous center is infinity, means here also we can represent instantaneous center I14 at infinity. Okay. Next, we have to find out two more instantaneous centers. Here, number of instantaneous centers is equal to n into n minus 1 by 2. By using this equation, we know that here a smaller n is equal to number of links 4. Then 4 into 4 minus 1 by 2, that's equal to 6. Number of instantaneous centers is equal to 6. Then already we found out 4 instantaneous centers, out of which one is fixed instantaneous center, other one is permanent instantaneous center, and other instantaneous center is at infinity. And here also one instantaneous center is a permanent instantaneous center, not fixed but permanent instantaneous center. Then we have to find out next two instantaneous center I13. To find out this I13, we know that the instantaneous center I12, I23 and I13 must be on a same straight line. According to Arnold-Kennedy's theorem, I12, I23 and I13 must be on a same straight line. Similarly, I14, I43 or I34 and that I13 must be on a same straight line. By using this principle, we can easily locate I13. Here, I12 is this particular point, I12 and I23 this particular point, and we know that according to Arnold-Kennedy's theorem, I13 must be on a straight line which is connecting I12 and I23. That means I13 must be on this particular line. We cannot locate that particular point at this particular instant. Then second condition is I14 and I34 and I14 and I13 must be on a same straight line. I34 is this particular point, I14 is at this infinity or is at this particular line, and I13 must be on the same straight line. That means this particular point must be I13. I14 is at infinity. I14 at infinity. Then this meeting point will become I13. Similarly, we can easily locate this instantaneous center also. This instantaneous center I24 also by using Arnold-Kennedy's principle. Here, I34, I23 and I24 must be on a same straight line. I34 this one, I23 and I13 must be on a same straight line. I24 must be on a same straight line. That means I24 must be on a same straight line which is connecting I23 and I34. That means that must be on this particular line. Then we consider the upper triangle. I14, I12 and I24 must be on a same straight line. I14 is at infinity, I12 that means this particular point, and I24 must be on this particular straight line. That means both conditions will satisfy only when this I24 must be here. These two conditions will satisfy only when I24 must be here. Then we found out or located all the instantaneous centers, all the 6 instantaneous centers. Next, we have to find out the velocity of the slider A. Velocity of the slider A. Here we know that the velocity of A when A is a part of this particular connecting rod, VA is equal to omega AB into I13A, 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 omega AB into I13A. Similarly, the velocity of B must be equal to omega AB into I13B. I13 into B, because this link is rotating with respect to this particular instantaneous center. Then omega A is equal to VA is equal to omega AB into I13A. VB is equal to omega AB into I13B. That means this we can divide this particular equation with respect to by this particular equation. Then VA by VB is equal to I13A divided by I13B, or VA is equal to VB into I13A divided by I13B. Then by measuring this length, I13B is equal to 560 mm, and I13A is equal to 460 mm. That's equal to 0.56 meter, and this one is equal to 0.46 meter. By substituting this value here, we can then we must find out this VB in order to find out VA. Here VB, we know that VB is equal to omega of AB, omega of OB into OB. Here omega OB is already given. Omega of this crank already given as 10 radian per second. So that VB is equal to 10 radian per second into OB. OB is equal to already given. OB is equal to 0.1 meter. So that VB is equal to 1 meter per second. VB already found out 1 meter per second. Then by substituting that value here, VA is equal to, we can easily find out VA is equal to 0.82 meter per second. 0.82 meter per second. Then substitute that value 0.82 meter per second here. Then VA is equal to 0.82 meter per second. That's equal to omega AB into I13A is equal to 0.46 meter. Then we can easily find out omega AB. Omega AB is equal to 1.78 radian per second. 1.78 radian per second. This is the final answer. Here, by using instantaneous center method, we can easily calculate this angular velocity of the connecting rod. That's equal to 1.78 meter per second. Here we can substitute that the VA value already find out that VA is equal to 0.82 meter per second, and substitute that value in equation number 1. Then we can easily calculate the omega AB. Okay, thank you all.